CB on the mic. World Rule Talk. Yeah. CB break it down, yeah, the host with the vision. From the classics to the new, every film get precision. Obscure reels hitting gems, yeah, we dig in the vault. Every frame get examined, every angle we talk. From the old school grain to the high def shine. Indie flicks to the hits, yeah, we cover all time. If it's cinema gold, then you know we gon' say, hit subscribe, tap in, let the critics all play. Yeah, film talk strong, never fading away. World Rule Talk forever and a day longer.
Yo, what up though? This is your boy C. to the B. coming at y'all once again with another movie review. So, we are in week 3 of July, aka the Summer Blockbuster. And this week, we're going to be talking about a movie I haven't seen since the mid-90s, early 2000s. And this was only my second time watching it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Batman 89. Starring Michael Keaton. And I'm going to say this right here. In my opinion, Michael Keaton is one of the best Batmans out there. I don't care what nobody say. In fact, I think he's better than Robert Pattinson. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Hey, if you disagree, hey, you just disagree. Let's agree to disagree. So, as far as this movie is concerned, I'm also going to say this right here too. Batman 89 is one of the best versions of Batman. You know, you got Batman Returns, which I can remember seeing that in theaters when I was about 5. But that movie was dark. Like, it was dark. You know what I'm saying? PG-13, borderline R, it was dark. Now, the Penguin in that movie was disgusting. You know what I mean? Very disgusting. Played by Danny DeVito. But, this movie here, Jack Nicholson, he killed the role of the Joker. I mean, he played the ever-loving crap out that role. And the amazing thing about it is, he actually got paid, I think it was about $8 million. But then by the time the box office numbers and everything like that came in for the movie, he made a total of $90 million. And this was back in 1989. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, Jack Nicholson was a seasoned actor. You know what I'm saying? But Michael Keaton killed the role of Batman. So before this movie was released, a lot of people did not believe that Michael Keaton could pull off the role of Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching a lot of videos a while back about, you know, people giving their different opinions about him back then, saying that, oh, you know, the year before he was Beetlejuice, and now they're going to cast him as Batman. Nobody can see that until they actually saw the movie. You know what I mean? And another amazing thing about this film, Batman 89 was actually the biggest movie of 1989. You know what I'm saying? No other movie made more than that movie that year. You know what I mean? And like I said, the movie was dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had scenes where, you know what I'm saying, Batman killed in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that Batman doesn't kill. Certain versions of Batman doesn't kill, but he killed in this movie. You know what I'm saying? But the Joker, yo, straight psychopath in this version. You know what I mean? He wanted Batman to reveal himself. Otherwise, he was going to pretty much rid Gotham City of everybody. But I like this version of Joker and Batman. You know what I'm saying? You also had other characters in this movie too. Harvey Dent, played by Billy D. Williams, which, by the way, he's another hell of an actor. You know what I'm saying? He's a very great actor. You know what I mean? And then you had Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger, which, for those who don't know who that is, which I'm pretty sure y'all do know who she is, she was the mother of Eminem's character in 8 Mile. But the game. So this movie had a few game. Well, this movie had a game released on a few consoles back in the day, and I had one of the versions for the NES. I've never played the Genesis game, but I do want to play it though. But the NES version, the game is notoriously hard. Like, everybody talks about how hard that game is. Me, I made it to maybe the 4th stage. That's it. I don't know if I'll ever beat that game, but hey, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna try. But yeah, man, this was one successful film. Prince even got involved with this movie. He did he had a music video for this movie. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird. If you ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. He also had a song in an actual film too, where I believe it was the scene where Joker was on that float and he was throwing out money to Gotham City. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if you haven't seen this movie, you definitely got to check it out. But if I had to rank these films, though, a lot of people, will probably put Batman Returns first. That's what I think. Now, in my opinion, Batman Returns definitely is number 1 out of the 4 90s films. You know what I'm saying? And then I will put this one as number 2. Number 3, definitely Batman Forever. Number 4, Batman and Robin. That movie was trash. It was too cartoony. That's when I felt like they went back to the goofy version of Batman again. You know what I'm saying? It was really colorful. Now, Batman Forever, it was probably somewhere in the middle. It wasn't a bad film, but at the same time, it wasn't a masterpiece either, in my opinion. Remember, all of these are my opinions. So don't come at me with no pitchforks. Don't send a lynch mob after me or none of that. These are my opinions, right? So, again, the reason why I love Batman Returns more than the others, even though we're talking about Batman 89, but I have to talk about these films too. You know what I'm saying? Batman Returns is always going to be number 1. Now, we can also jump into Batman Begins, you know what I'm saying, The Dark Knight Rises, and then hell, even the one that came out a few years ago, The Batman, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, I did not like The Batman. You know what I'm saying? I did not like Michael Pattinson, you know what I'm saying? Robert Pattinson. I said Michael, damn, I'm buggy. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all, man, but I'm hyped. But, Robert Pattinson, I did not like his take on Batman, yo. I thought he was kind of stiff a little bit. Again, y'all are going to disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. Now, the Riddler in that film was excellent. But, I want to throw out a couple fun facts for y'all, man. Now, as far as like Batman and Robin, not Batman and Robin, but Batman Forever, the original choice for Riddler was going to be Robin Williams. He was one of the original choices. Now, can y'all see Robin Williams as the Riddler? One of my favorite actors, you know what I'm saying, to this day, even though he passed away, rest in peace to him. But I don't know if I could see him as the Riddler. You know what I mean? Now, here's another amazing fact for y'all. So, in Batman Returns, 1992, Marlon Wayans was originally cast as Robin. When I heard that a few years back, I was like, what? But, unfortunately, they changed it. They changed the script and all that. It took Robin out of it. You know what I mean? But, shit, man. Hey, like I said, if you're going to start off watching these films, just watch Batman 89 first. After that, you can watch them in any order. But, yo, that's my take on Batman 89 and pretty much the other 3 90s movies. We'll definitely be back here next week with Jurassic Park, the final film for this month. So definitely stay tuned for that. But I got to give my score for Batman 89. I'm definitely going to give this movie, it's kind of hard. I'll probably give it an 8.5 because the special effects in the film, they were kind of dated. They weren't all that great, but they, it did the job. You know what I'm saying? The special effects definitely did the job. You know what I mean? Especially with the Batmobile, yeah, man. So, again, Batman 89 was dope. The acting, too, man. I got to mention this, too, before I go. The acting was top-notch. You know what I mean? Like, again, a lot of people couldn't see Michael Keaton as Batman, but back then when this movie dropped, I was only 2 years old. So I was, too young to remember any of this stuff. But if I'd never seen this movie before and I watched the Beetlejuice the year before and any other movie that Michael Keaton was in, you know what I'm saying, in a comedy film or whatever, I probably couldn't see him as Batman either until I watched the movie, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, again, if you haven't seen Batman 89, definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Alright? And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.